Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is September 27th, 2024, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Japanese yen free falls, but first looking at today's major economic events. So at 2:30 South African time, out of the United States, we have a core PCE Price Index number coming out. Now, looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pair is really consolidating at its upper range. And as we look at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue climbing. And looking at the commodities, oil bounces while natural gas takes a retracement after that nice rally upwards. And looking at the stocks, very specific, we're watching Alcoa actually have a gap up and go, while looking at NVIDIA continues to climb even higher. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin breaking higher above that initial resistance-ish level. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. Okay, so we're going to first start with a daily chart, and we're going to move it back. Okay, now the Japanese yen has had a nice bounce, okay, from its low, and it hit a low of 140. Now, if you look right now, it's tanking from 146 down to 143-ish level. Let's take a look at a 1 hour chart. That's what I'm talking about. That is extreme. When you take it out to a daily, it doesn't seem so bad, but look at that massive move. Probably news of it, but just realize that we're hitting supportish area, so we may see ourselves bounce off of this area, and if we don't, then we'll continue going lower. So keep this on site because this is still developing. Now, looking at the other major pairs, we're watching the euro consolidate in its upper range, not going lower, not going higher, and this is going to have some sort of breakthrough. I mean, it's just going to, do one of these wedge formations that it's either going to break out higher or break out lower. And I would compare it to the British pound because the British pound has been stronger. Now, jumping into commodities, natural gas retracing at that resistance-ish level, as that has had a really great move onto the upside. Crude oil getting a bounce toward its lower range, okay, as double bottom potentially. So keep that in sight as well. Gold not doing really much. So let's jump into the U.S. markets. The Dow Jones just slightly higher, okay, continues to climb higher. If we look at the NASDAQ, also climbing higher. Now, what is driving the markets higher? Now, they're taking a rotation. Rotation means that one time it's this stock, one time it's this stock, and there's nothing all going up together, okay? So let's take a look at it. Alcoa has a really great move to the upside, and it's just really trending higher and showing some tremendous growth and strength as it's continued making this trend upwards. Now, there's a gap up and a go, a gap up and a go, and that keeps on going, and that's showing some real strength there. Now, looking at the other stocks, NVIDIA and AMD really did well this week, gaining nicely after it's been in quite a rout, okay? If we look at NVIDIA a little bit closer, you can see it. It's almost back to its upper range, okay, 121 to 133. It didn't really do much yesterday, but week to week, it's really gained nicely. AMD, look at that. I mean, that has really made a recovery as well, as that is pushing higher to 167. Now, the other stocks not doing much, okay? Amazon gave up some of its gains the other day. Tesla's still strong, okay, as that is on its upper range. So a lot of stocks are on their threshold. The question is whether or not they're going to push higher or they're going to retrace, and that's going to be in real time. You're going to find that down. Now, lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin pushing higher. Specifically, Bitcoin had resistance at 57,000 and just plowed right through it over the past couple of days, and that has been really doing very well. Now, it's closing in at its upper range. It's in the 70s, but we're not there yet, okay? So it might push another push today as that has gotten stronger. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend.